Hey you guys, happy Friday. Hope you're having a great start to your weekend. As promised, I did a poll up on Instagram and Facebook, and this is the palette that won to do a first impressions of today. So this is the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. This has been sold out everywhere. I'm so happy I was able to find it. So this is what the baby looks like. We will get into how we created this look very soon, but we also are going to be trying the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Luminous Matte Foundation. So if you'd like to see how these products work, if they're any good, are they worth your money or not, keep on watching, and thank you guys for being here. All right, you guys, so let's get started. I'm super excited to get my hands and do a look on this with this palette. But first, we are going to try out the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Luminous Matte Foundation. I'm in the shade, well, the one closest to me was 230N Macaroon. So I've never tried this before. I've heard a lot of people like this. So I thought since we were trying the palette from Huda, we might as well try the foundation too. I would have gotten the concealer, but my shade was out, unfortunately, so we will have to try that again. And I didn't get it in my box, my Ipsy box. I know a lot of people did, and I heard really good things about it, so I will try to keep my eye out for that. But I'm super excited about this. I already primed my face and did my skincare, of course, and I used primers that I knew would work. So I did, of course, the Wet n Wild 3-in-1 primer water. You guys know I use this all the time. I love this stuff, and it's affordable, super affordable. And then I also used the Milani Peach Glass Skin Primer. This is so good. It makes your skin nice and dewy, as you can see, and it doesn't make it feel greasy or slimy, which is really nice, and it smells like peach. Really nice. And then for my pore areas, my large pore areas, I like to use the Touch in Sol No Problem Primer. This is a great duo if you have like dry skin but large pores in like your T-zone area. This duo is really good. And if you have oilier skin, this primer is really good to help smooth out your pores, but also kind of help mattify it in a way. It does help matte a little bit. But this is a really good duo. So let's get started. I'm super excited. I did rip open the box when I got home just to get it started. It was hard to open. For some reason, it was crazy. It's cute. It says express yourself. But the one thing I really liked, this packaging is beautiful. And the funny thing about all these products were they were so hard to find. This especially, I had to hunt this down, you guys. It was sold out everywhere. And the funniest thing is, like, about end of October, a new Sephora went into Kohl's, so I'm like, let me just peek it. Of course, the shelf was empty, and then I asked the lady, and she literally found one left, because everywhere else in my state was sold out. And then on the Sephora website, it did have some available, but it would have taken forever to get here, and I wanted to get this up on the channel, because I know a lot of people are wondering about it. But now it is available on Sephora if you want to get it, but we will definitely test it out first to see if it's worth your coin or not. I'm going to kind of compare it to this one right here, the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette, because I really enjoy this palette, so we will compare those two. But let's try this baby right here. I love the packaging. It's so sleek. It seems nice and like high-end, you know what I mean? But I really do like this. And is a pump, which is great. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to do a sponge on one side and use a brush on the other. So let me show you what it looks like. I'm just going to put that much for now. So that is the shade. It's a little bit runny, as you can see. So we're going to go in with a brush first. We'll do the brush on this side, like I said. Whoops. This is just a Japanese slanted foundation brush. So let's go in and see how this baby does. And the stinky part about with the pandemic going on is you can't really try out foundations. They did have testers out, because I kind of snuck it a little bit, but it was kind of hard. I didn't want to go through all of them. But the lady, shout out to the Sephora and Kohl's in my state. They were absolutely incredible. That was like my best Sephora experience. Usually at Sephora, it's kind of uncomfortable, because if I walk in with no makeup or something on, it's like, I don't know if you guys have ever had that experience, but it's kind of like dreadful. Ulta's not too bad, but I like going to Sephora, and you know, they have really good stuff there. But this Sephora was absolutely incredible. They were so helpful. They looked for, my shade wasn't out, so they went in the back and looked for it. They looked for everything that was, like, answered any of my questions, and they gave me a cute, like, makeup wipe to wipe off the tester. They were so sweet. So shout out to them. They were amazing. But look at this. Look at this coverage, you guys. Like, literally, this is with a brush, and this is how much I have left. I have quite a bit of foundation left on my hand. So I put one pump on the back of my hand. Of course, my ears are always red. I think they got a little dyed as well when I dyed my hair red. So that's why they're a little extra red. But this coverage is gorgeous. And now it is a luminous matte, it says, which I love because I like a dewy finish. But it's not overly luminous or overly dewy. It has that nice, subtle glow to it. So your skin looks nice and healthy without looking greasy or oily, which is really, really nice. And this is a little bit, you know, not my exact shade, but I'm going to make it work. Like I said, I didn't want to test out a million of them. You know, they didn't have every shade possible. So I just went with what we had. This is pretty close, so we'll make it work. We will make it work. And I wanted to try the primer too, but they were out of that as well. A lot of stuff is sold out, probably because the holidays are coming up. So I am using the rest of this pump on any other spots. I'm going to do my ear a little bit more. And then I'm going to show you with a sponge. But so far, this coverage is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. You know, probably 2 pumps if you like a nice full coverage. But if you like more of a medium coverage, you could probably get away with 1 pump. Absolutely. And the brush is doing a really, really good job. It's not soaking too much up, which is nice. These Japanese brushes are really good. You could find them at Walmart. Yeah, my rosacea is popping up pretty bad, you guys. Sorry. Whenever it's winter or it's super cold out and I have the heat on in the house, oh my gosh, my rosacea like flares up like no tomorrow. It's ridiculous. I look crazy. But that's what that's looking like. So next we're going to try with a sponge. So I'm going to put 1 more pump. Just like that. And we're going to use, this is just a Real Technique sponge. It's a complexion sponge. And let's see how it does the sponge. Which way do you guys like to apply your foundation? Do you prefer a brush or do you prefer a sponge? What kind of application do you like to use? So as you can see already, I can tell already with the sponge, it's a little more, it's not as full coverage as it was with the sponge, or as with, sorry, with the sponge, it's not as full coverage as it was with the brush initially. Of course, you can build it up, but with a brush, you're going to get a lot more of a full coverage on your first way around. So I would definitely prefer with a brush and then go in with like a beauty blender or a sponge afterwards. I'm not saying this is bad at all, but I like full coverage. If you like a lot of full coverage like I do, then definitely go in with a brush. It is spreading out very evenly, and there's not a major scent to it, which is great. I know a lot of people have complained in the past about Huda's products being super scented, like rose scented or something like that. See, I haven't tried Huda before. These are like the first products that I'll be trying with you guys besides this, and I just got this recently as well. So, but I haven't tried any of like the setting sprays and stuff that are supposed to be super scented. So we will be trying more throughout the next couple months. So stay tuned for that. So this is what it's looking like with a sponge. As you can see, you can still see a little bit of redness popping through, and with the brush side, you can't barely. So definitely with a brush if you want a more full coverage, which is not, it's not a bad thing at all. You can always build it. I'm just doing this really quick, you guys. Kind of match me a little bit more. You can always build it up. Let me just build it up a little bit more. And I put like half a pump. And I'm just going to build on that because I didn't get my nose here. And I try to keep the space around my eye because I have dry skin. I have bags right here, like a sunken in old lady mom vibes going on. And if I put too much product there, it will sit and just go into those crevices, and it just looks awful on me. I look older and stuff, so I try not to put foundation and then concealer on top of it under my eye area. So that's why you're seeing me do that. Just a little tip if you have dry skin, if you have bags, if If you have little fine lines or wrinkles that you don't want emphasized, just leave it bare. Don't put foundation and concealer, just put the concealer that you're going to use. So that's what we're looking like, you guys. I am loving this so far. It feels really comfortable. I definitely like this coverage. That's a really, really nice coverage. So like I said, with a brush, you could probably get away with 1.5 pumps to get full coverage. With a sponge, you're going to need 2 pumps probably. So I would definitely go with a brush and then go over it with the sponge. So what I'm going to do is, of course, I am going to give you, this was just like a first impressions of the foundation. So I will be using it more often, and I will definitely come back and give you my final thoughts once I use it after a while, because I do want to do a wear test on it and stuff like that. I don't want to give you like, oh yeah, it's great, and then it cracks a couple hours later. You know, I'm not saying it will. I'm just saying I don't want to do that to you guys. So I will be doing that, and I will get back to you in the next couple weeks with final thoughts. But it's so pretty. Like, it feels so lightweight. It doesn't feel cakey. It doesn't look cakey. It looks like I do have makeup on, yes, but it doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't look super, super drying. It looks nice and a nice healthy glow to your skin, which is great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go put on all the rest of my makeup, and I'll come back and we're going to play with this palette. So I will be right back. All right, you guys, so I finished putting on the rest of my makeup. As you can see, I'm doing a nice blush drape moment here. A lot of blush, and it drapes up to your eyebrows. Super pretty. So I did concealer, cream bronzer, cream blush, the Rare Beauty Luminizer, powder, then powder bronzer, powder contour, powder blush, powder highlight, and then I did my eyes to prime them and put powder on them. So I wanted to talk about how products did on this foundation. You guys, I really enjoyed this. Everything went on super smooth, and the concealer that I used, since I don't have the Huda Beauty concealer, I used the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer with this. It worked so well. It looked so nice. It blended out so effortlessly, so easily. This is actually a really, really good duo. They meld into each other and look so flawless and pretty. I love these together. So nice, so easy to use. I really like this. The coverage is there. The blendability is there. You barely have to use product, which is great, especially with it not being super cheap. And I just really like it so far. Everything blended well on it, including concealer, including cream bronzer, cream blush. Everything went on effortlessly, blended super nice. Powder, I set it with powder, no issues, no cracking, no separating, nothing like that. And my nose hasn't even like budged yet, so that's incredible. That's like the first spot that budges. And my smile lines aren't even that bad. Usually with foundations, they can start sinking into my smile lines super quickly, but this one, it's not. And I like the finish of it. It gives you a nice glow. I have highlights, so that's why I'm really glowy. But without highlight, this gives you a nice glow without looking greasy or oily, which is really, really nice. So it still gives you that healthy lip from within look, which is pretty. So I will be doing a wear test. So in like a week, 2 weeks maybe, we will come back to this and we will talk about how my final thoughts are on it. So far, I really, really like this, especially with this right here. Okay, let's get into this palette that we've all been dying to get into. I haven't even swatched it yet. I haven't done anything to it. I just ripped the box though because I couldn't get it open. But this is what the packaging looks like. Just super simple and pretty. Look at this packaging though. That is absolutely gorgeous. So pretty. That's what the back looks like. Very pretty packaging, and I'm going to show you, in case you don't know, this is the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette. This isn't the original, this is the remastered one, and this is beautiful as well. Huda's packaging is always so pretty. So pretty. Oh, I forgot, I had like a sample size of the Huda loose setting powder. I didn't use it. Oh, well, it's like this teeny tiny thing I got from Sephora a long time ago, but we'll try it soon. This is the Rose Gold Remastered. These are so pretty, and it comes with a mirror, of course. This is so beautiful, you guys. I love this palette. I've only used it a couple times because I'm weird when I have a palette like this, and it's so pretty, I don't want to use it because it just, you know, mixes it all up. But this one has such great pigment. It blends so nicely. Even these shades right here, They're like butter going on your eye. They're so soft and just go right on without an issue. So definitely love this. So let's see if this one compares to that one or is better maybe. Who knows? So this is what it looks like. And this is what the inside. Look at those colors. Isn't that pretty? And look at that color like right there. That is like the highlighter that's out, that the new one that came out with this one. It looks just like this, but in a bigger format, of course. That is so stinking pretty. So we're going to do a few swatches, and then we're going to do a nice and quick, easy look with this, and then we will be doing a more intense look with it very soon. But I had to show you guys in case you were thinking of getting it, and let's see if it's worth the hype or not. Everyone, it was sold out everywhere, so I know a lot of people are interested in if it's good or not. So let's see. Of course, you get a nice size mirror, so I'm going to be using that. But I think, of course, you know I'm going to gravitate towards those pinks. They're so pretty, and I think we're going to start. That's my cat. If you hear him, I am sorry. But look at that. It looks like a galaxy. It's called Cosmic Love. Isn't that pretty? That is so freaking pretty. What? My man's looking at me like, what are you doing? You're crazy. It is like 1 in the morning, guys. Sorry. One of those days. But let's swatch a few, and then we will start with those pinks, because those pinks are calling my name. So I think we're going to start, not the pink, because that's super light. So let's, sorry if you hear the cat in the background. That's Magic. He's a needy boy. He always has to have mom's attention. But let's start with this one right here. I'm going to lightly press into it and see. Very pretty. Ooh, and that's me putting light pressure into the pan. That is gorgeous. Very soft, very buttery, very easy to put on, of course. So that's really, really nice. So let's go to Serenity, which is this one right here, like this mauve-y pink. And I'm barely putting any pressure. That's that one right there. Those are so pretty. Very, very pretty. And with that amount of pigment and such light pressure, it's going to be good, I think. I think it's going to be good. Let's go to Radiate, which is this one right here. You're going to hear purring the whole video, you guys. I'm so sorry. That's that one. And the reason why it's not doing like a full swatch is because I'm really putting the lightest pressure. I want to see how much pigment comes with very little pressure. All right, let's dive into the darkest one, which is called Mantra. Let's see how the darkest one of the palette goes. Ooh. Yes, look at that color. That is gorgeous. Love that. That is so pretty. This is going to be a good palette. So I think we should try a shimmery shade just because that is what this palette is pretty much known for. So I think let's dive into Blissful. This one right here. This really pretty. It has a blue and purple shift to it. I'm going to use my finger. These shimmery shades are so soft. Yes. I don't know if you guys can see the shimmer, the blue and purple shift to it. It is very pretty. Very, very pretty. All right, last one, and then we'll get into the quick eye look. Let's do Love Stone. That's that highlighty one that looks like her new highlighter that came out, so I don't want to get it all dirty. So I'm going to use this finger, actually. Let's see. Okay, there we go. I'm scared. It looks so pretty. Oh, well. This one feels like a gloss. So this is what the highlighter feels like. Look at that. It's like glistening. That is so pretty. And it has, like, it's a gloss feel, but it has these little, not beads, but little soft balls of, like, highlight. And that's where that color is coming from. Interesting. Okay. I kind of put that in a bad spot. Hold on. So this is like a sheen, like a nice natural sheen compared to the other ones, which it's not a bad thing. And since there's only one, I'm not going to complain about it. I thought it would be more, but then again, I'm right at the top, and you see how all those little like soft, colorful pebbles, balls, whatever you want to call them, are inside the gloss. Once we get through that top layer, I think it's going to be better, but we will definitely keep an eye out for that. But the whole rest of the palette is beautiful. I think it is gorgeous. It has great pigment. So let's get started super quick. So I'm going to start off with Cherished. It's a very, very light pink, so we're not going to get too much color payoff with it because I have the white on the lid already, but let's try it out. I'm going to grab a fluffy brush. Let's see, which one do I want? Let's use this one. This is just a BH Cosmetics brush. And let's see, very pretty. So I'm just going to use this. I'm going to put it in the crease. See, it's not going to show up too much just because it's a super light pink, but let's see if I stamp it. Oh, there it is. There we go. Very light, like baby pink color. It is very pretty. But this is just going to be my transition shade just to get things started. So it's not like I want a ton of color right there at that moment. So that is very pretty. The shades are very soft, like the eyeshadows are very soft on the eye. Sometimes if you have like a cheap eyeshadow, I would say that they're hard and sometimes you could feel it gritty on your eye. This doesn't feel like that at all. It's nice and soft. It is blending very effortlessly. It's really, really nice. It's going to go on the other eye. I'm just putting down a quick base. Yeah, I decided, well, I didn't decide. I had a lot of stuff to do. But yeah, 1 o'clock in the morning and we are doing this eye look because I promised you guys and I don't let go of that. So we will do a nice, quick, easy one today, and then if you guys want to see more, we definitely will do a more intricate look with this. I was thinking about doing like a graphic liner look with this. I think it'd be really pretty. Let me know if you guys would like to see that, because that would be fun. That would be really fun. And I'm just building this up a little bit, nothing crazy. This brush, I've never used a BH Cosmetics brush. This one is really nice too. This is really, really soft. And they're super affordable compared to other brushes. Like, I learned about these brushes a long time ago, and I'm like, I don't know. But I've had this brush set for like a year, and I never used it, so I was like, let's try it. And it's so soft. So soft. Alright, now that we just got our base done, it's nothing crazy, nothing fantastic yet. We're going to go down, and we're going to put Happiness. That beautiful color right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in the crease next. I'm just going to use the same brush. Now this one, look at that pigment. Beautiful. So I'm not even going to tap it off. Let's see. There it is. There's that beautiful pink. And I love, the reason why I think this palette is so hyped and like everybody wants it is because it's cool toned. And a lot of palettes out there nowadays are so warm toned. So I think this is really nice change. And they're really pretty. The colors that they put in this palette all together are so pretty. They go so well together. Very, very nice. Ooh, look at that. This blends out so nice. I can't say that yet because we haven't tried all the colors, but this is really pretty. And I'm just going to put that in my outer V as well. That is so nice. I have hooded eyes, so I am going to lift it above. So it's going to be right to my brow bone area right here. If you don't have hooded eyes, always, you don't have to do that. This is just so you can still see the eyeshadow when I'm looking straight at you. Otherwise, you wouldn't see a thing, so gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, this is pretty. Very nice and light. You could always build it up. It is buildable. Very nice. Look at that. It blends out so nice. It is so good. Let me know if you guys have tried Huda's other palettes, like her older palettes. What do you think of them? I haven't tried like a lot. Like I said, I only have these two. And let me know. Well, I have a small one too, like a teeny tiny one that I got in like a BoxyCharm or something. But let me know if you guys have tried her other bigger palettes. Let me know, like I think it's Retrograde and ones like that. Let me know what you think if you have tried those. Because if they're this good, then eventually I want to get some. Because these are so pretty and they work so well. Look at that. Nice, pretty pink. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that pink all over my lid too, just because I like it so much. It's just a really nice tone to it. So freaking pretty. Loving it. Just grab a shader brush. Where are you? If I could find one, that would be a good thing. Okay, I'll just use this one. This was an e.l.f. one. So I'm just going to put that color all over. Yeah, that's a really pretty color. Besides the shimmers, this probably is my favorite color. So we'll say this is like my favorite matte color in the palette, because look how pretty that is. And it's different. There's tons of palettes out there, and I have plenty of them too, and I bet you guys do too, where there's all these warm color, like warm tone pinks. And these are so pretty. So different. So I'm just tapping it nice and lightly. You barely need to put any pressure into the shadows itself, which is great, which means it's going to last you quite a while, which is nice. I'm just going to deepen that side a little bit, because I did that side a little bit more. Yeah, that is very, very pretty. Loving that. Just looking in my mirror behind you guys. Okay, so I'm just going to swivel this around, make sure I got everything. Yes, loving it. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put, I think I'm going to go with Serenity. This one right here. And then I'm going to put that, I'm going to put that with an e.l.f. contour brush. I'm going to put that in the outer V area and then bring it up a little bit. So this one is like that mauve-y pink, but it's like a cool tone mauve-y pink. It's really pretty. It's a little bit deeper. Has a little purple tint to it, a little purple like hue. See how it's deepening that up a little bit, just deepening it slightly. I'm bringing that up above my crease as well because of the hooded eye situation. And I'm bringing that all the way out to a little bit past my upper lash line, where my meets my lower lash line. Bring that out a little bit further. And blending that out, making like a shadow effect. I love doing that. I think it's so much fun, and it really separates the colors, but it makes it look blended, so it's really nice. Doing that to the other eye. Yeah, we definitely have to do like a graphic liner look with this. This is nice. Okay. That is so pretty. Look at that. And they blend so well together. They work well together. And that's what you know is like a good palette, is when the colors and the formulas work well together. So now we'll see if the shimmers work well with the mattes, because that could be a totally another story too if they don't work well together. But this is so nice right now. Definitely enjoyable to use. But is it worth it? We will see. The shimmers will tell it all, I tell you. Okay, so I just deepened it up a little bit. See, now you can see like a shadow effect, and that's exactly what I wanted. I'm just going to blend that a little bit with the same brush. I'm just sticking with the same brush, you guys. You don't need to change up 10,000 brushes. No need. Unless you're doing like a rainbow look or something, then you kind of have to. But if you're just building on light colors, you don't have to. Very pretty. Okay, so the next one I'm going to go in, let's see, where was that color? Gratitude. It's this one right here. Now I'm going to go in with that one with the e.l.f. contour. I'm just going to go into that, and I'm going to go right in the outer part, like right here, and go up into the crease. I'm going to stamp it at first just to get the desired level of pigment that I want, just like that, and then I'm just going to take my brush, and then I'm just going to spread that out in the outermost part of where I'm putting that color. So right in the outer V area, but the farthest part of it. I'm going to blend it up. Yes, yeah, these colors are good. Very pretty. I think we definitely need to do a graphic liner. Let me know if you guys have done graphic liner before. Do you like doing it? Is it not your thing? Have you tried Suba graphic liners? Those are really, really good. I heard they have a pink one, which I definitely have to look into. Okay, that that one came out better than the other one. So let me just fix that one super quick. Okay, there we go. So easy to blend, like literally like a few swipes and you're good. Sometimes you have to sit there forever and it drives me nuts. It's like, why do you have to sit there forever? It shouldn't be that way. There we go. Okay, so before I go into the deepest shade that I want to put on, we're going to do a shimmer because I'm too excited not to. So which one do we want to use? I'm not going to use that highlighty one because I think it's going to mess up. I think that would be good, maybe like an inner corner glisten or something like that, but I'm not going to mess up the shadow. So how about we go in with, let's go in with Self Love. That's really pretty. It has like this white and gold shift. It has white, then it has a gold stripe, and then it has that really gold and white shift right here. Really pretty. We definitely have to do more looks because there are tons of shimmers in here that will make beautiful eye looks, and we'll do more intense ones, I promise. But it's so late that I want to do something quick so you guys can see if it is worth it or not for you to get, because they do sell out quickly. So I'm just going to use my finger. These are like so soft. Look how pretty that is. Ooh. That is very pretty. And I'm not using any like special glitter primer. I'm just using my regular e.l.f. lid primer. That's like a nice like glisten. Okay. I think that is so pretty. And it like shifts in the light when you turn your head. So depending, it'll show either gold or white. That is so nice and different. I like that it's different. I like when they're out of the box. Like so many palettes nowadays are the same, but it's like when I see one that's different, it's like, yes, finally. I just want a nice light glistening right there. Very pretty. Okay, so since I can't help myself, I'm going to actually put another one because it's just too nice not to. Let's go in with Energized right here. It's kind of a little bit darker of a gold since we're sticking with like that kind of theme, like a bronze gold. Ooh, that one's nice too. See how it's more of like a intense gold? I'm just putting that right in the middle. And then I'm just going to take my brush and see if it blends out. Oh yeah, it blends out really nice. And it doesn't take it all away. See, it's still there. Perfect. That's the best part. It's not going to take all that glitter away that you just applied. Ooh, my hair's like sticking up. All right, let me do the other side really quick, you guys, and then we will be back. All right, so now that we got the glitter down in the way that you want it, now we're going to go in with a deeper color, and we're going to go in with this color right here, Precious, like a nice grayish brown, like has a gray brown tint to it, which is really nice. So I'm actually going to go in with a little bit smaller than that e.l.f. contour, because I don't want it to go too far. So I'm just going to grab a little bit smaller of a tipped brush. Where are you? Now, let's do this. This is just an e.l.f. You guys see me use this all the time. e.l.f. blending eye brush. Let's go into that color. Very pretty. Now let's get into where you want to place it. Now I'm going to keep that, and I'm not going to bring it all the way to the top where my crease shade is. I'm going to keep that as close to the lid as possible and bring it up just a little bit. And I'm also going to take a little bit and tap it a little bit over that glitter to kind of blend them out better together. Just like that. And make sure you get your outer corner so it doesn't look, you know, crazy. So I'm just going to go in with the contour brush now, and now I'm going to blend it with that. Just so I can keep it in that spot. I don't want to use too much of a fluffy brush because it will bring it too high. See how it's a little bit lower than the actual crease color that we went in with. So just literally tapping it out. I'm not putting any like swiveling pressure at all. I'm just tapping it just to blend it out a little bit. And then I'm going to go back in. I'm going to go back in with Happiness, which was that pink color right there. I'm going to tap it now. I'm going to go right above that to make sure that that color is still there and present. So I do want it to differentiate from the other ones. So yes, that is so pretty. Okay, I'm going to do the other one now really quick. Oops, I did that wrong. Gotta use this brush. Okay, I'm just going to tap. Okay, I'm going to go back in with the e.l.f. contour and tap. Alright, now I'm going to go back in with Happiness, that pink color, and go right above. Like I did with the other eye, same thing. There we go. And if you want, you can always go back in a little bit with that glitter and just tap over. If you blend it out too much, sometimes that happens. We get to blending, and the color kind of like whoop. But if you want to add more, you can. And then I just tap it out with my finger. Just like that. Yeah, this palette is beautiful. The shimmers are really nice. Some of them are light. Like, I think these are going to be more bold. But the one, Self-Love, that we put in the inner, it's like a nice thin glitter. It's not super chunky. It looks kind of chunky in the pan, but it's not at all. Once you put your finger in there, it smooths out. It's very buttery to get on the eye. It's like a nice thin veil of glitter. It's so pretty. And then Energize, which is the darker one, you can see has a little bit more of a thickness to it. It's not thick at all, but it's thicker than the original Self-Love one. And it's a little bit more, has more of a back color to it, which is really nice. So it all depends on what kind of glitter, but it's not going to be chunky glitter. I don't think I have any, no fallout at all with this palette, which is crazy. Maybe the tinsy bit right there, but nothing compared to other palettes, you know. This has no, except the teensiest bit right here, which I think it's because I tapped it on my eye because I was doing that tapping motion, but really, really good. So if you don't like fallout, this is really good. It's really, really good. Okay, so I think we're going to go in just the smallest amount of, with the black shade right here, which is called Mantra. And now this one, you have to be very easy. If you have a little lid space like I do, just be very careful because you don't want it to take over, because black can take over a look very quickly. You're just going to tap the smallest amount. And then I'm going to go in with my contour brush. See how I barely put any at all, but it goes pretty far. It spreads very good. So it's a very easy black to blend, which is really nice because sometimes blacks and palettes are very, very hard to work with. This one is very, very easy to work with. It blends out. It's pigmented. It's really, really good. Just a nice little hint of black for this look. Looks really nice. I'm gonna put a little bit more. It's better to start off with like little bits at a time because you could always add it. See, now we built it up a little bit, just the teensiest bit. Oh, my eye is tearing. Oh, don't do that. Yeah, that's really nice. Very, very pretty. Okay, so now we're going to do the lower lash line. This is the end of the top. We are going to do a quick mascara and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do with the lower lash line is I'm just going to take a smudgy brush. So I'm just going to use, what is this thing right here. And I'm going to go in with Happiness, and I'm going to put that all along my lower lash line. Maybe this brush isn't good for that. That one is like not wanting to go. I'll just use this one from Texamo. These are really good brushes. I know you can find them on Amazon. I actually won this in a giveaway. And they're really, really soft. Really easy to use too. They're not flimsy. They're not... Sorry. They're not gonna irritate you in any way. They're really, really nice. See, we're just bringing that color all along the lower lash line. That's so pretty. Gonna build it up a little bit. Do the other eye. Okay, now that we got that pink down. Okay, so now that we got that pink down, we are going to go into Serenity right here. I'm going to put that in about halfway. So about right to here. Yeah, that's really nice. Okay, so now that we got that down, as you guys can see, it's lighter in the inner area and then darker as we go out. I am going to put the black a little bit right in the outer part of that. So I am going to tap it, and then I'm just going to go right in there very lightly and start blending that out. Just like that. So it kind of makes it like gray in a way. My like stomach's making all these noises. If you guys hear that, I am so sorry. This is so nice. You guys, I really like this palette, I think. I really do. So far, I really like it. The fallout is barely there, if anything, little dots, but that's because I tapped out the color instead of blending it. It's just really, really easy to work with, to be honest with you guys. It's effortless blending. The colors are pigmented. If you like a very, like I haven't tried all the shimmer shades yet, but if you like it bam in your face, this might not be it. But the way that it gives you a nice veil of glitter is just gorgeous. It's so pretty. It's different. It has all these cool tones in it. It is just so worth it. And a little bit goes a long way, so it's not gonna, you're not gonna hit pan very fast. You know what I mean? You're not gonna hit pan in like a couple months. I think this is gonna last a while. It's very good. All right. Let me just, sorry, I'm like this little perfectionist that's like, I gotta see, it has to be exact. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. This palette is really pretty. We will definitely be doing more looks with this. I want to get into to the other ones, those bright galaxy-like colors, because those are gorgeous. So plan on the next few days, we will go back to this palette and play with it some more. But let's finish this up so I can get some sleep and you guys can too. So what I'm going to do is I already did lips, like I said. I actually had this from a long time ago in an Ipsy and I haven't used it yet. It is the Huda Beauty. It has the 2 liners. It has the crayon liner, I guess you would call it. It goes like this. So we're going to put that in the waterline. Just tightlining the smallest amount. This glides on really, really nicely. It's not giving me any problems with tugging on the waterline, which is great. I hate that when that happens, when you're like trying to put on your liner and it like tugs on your poor eye. It's terrible. Those, I can't stand those. Okay, so now that we got that, that was really easy to work with. Let's see, let me just tap off my eye because it is watering. Now I'm going to do the quickest line of liner. Let's see if I could do something super quick. I'm not going to do a full, should we do a wing? Let's see how it goes. I was going to just put a line so I could put the lashes on really quick, but let's see how it goes. I'm going to just use the palette, why not? And this is what it looks like right here. Ooh, very pigmented, very pigmented. Let's see how this works. I haven't used it yet, so let's see. Very easy to work with. Yeah, this is very pigmented. Let's see if it looks like it's going to be a matte formula. Just going to do a nice tiny wing tonight. Nothing crazy. It is a little thicker though. I could see the formula is a little thicker than what I'm used to. And I have to do a little bit of like, it's kind of like a different kind of wing compared, I know they have like the bat wings way of doing it with hooded eyes. I just make it a little bit thicker right there. That way I can put the lashes on. So let me do the other side really quick. Try to like get in a good position so you guys can see too. The only thing is, since it's such a big tip, it's messing with my lashes. That's the only problem that I'm having. It's really messy. Yeah, see, it's getting like all in my lashes. Okay, so this isn't my favorite. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This one in particular, it's bleeding a little bit. So as you put down the color, it starts to have those little lines that bleed underneath. So I don't care for that. I wonder if it's because my formula might be old, but I don't know. I can see that. And it dries super quick, so you don't have a lot of time to mess with it. It's like the hardest way to do a wing right here. I'm trying to figure out the best way to show you guys too. Okay. As I mess it all up here, watch. Okay, so now that we got that wing on, let us get some, oh, I made a mess. Yeah, this isn't my favorite. And usually I don't like to do liner on here because it's such a hard thing to get in a good position the way my thing is set up. So, oh, I just messed it up now. Yeah, this is not easy to work with, you guys. I'm not going to lie about it. Now it's all messy. Nope, I don't like it. It's smudgy. Look at that. Nope, nope. Well, you guys, I usually have a lot better luck than what it looks like right now, but hopefully the lashes will save this. We shall see. If not, we'll be doing a video tomorrow. So, I'm just using LA Color lashes. I already cut them to make sure they would fit my eye. They look like this. The packaging looks like this. Yeah, this looks crazy right now. See what happens when you use new products on video. So I'm just going to use the lash glue. I always use the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe. It looks just like this. So I'm going to take my tweezers, grab one of the lashes. Oh, let me just throw on some mascara really quick. That would be smart, wouldn't it? The wings threw me off, you guys. Like, I'm very unhappy with them. They're all smudgy. I never have this messy of wings, but that was so difficult to work with. I like the pen style better. Look at that. It looks terrible. Hopefully these lashes can cover it. But you guys, with the palette, I love the palette. The palette is absolutely amazing. The foundation is absolutely amazing. So far, those are great. They're definitely worth to give a try. That liner thing, ooh, no, I'm sorry. I'm not going to lie to you guys. That was very difficult to work with. You guys have seen me with wing liner before, and it never looked this crazy. So, the product bleeds. The formula is super thick. And since it has such a space where all that ink or the formula sticks to, you don't have that much, like when you're trying to get it close to your lash line. It's very just hard to work with. And the formula bleeds. Definitely don't like it. Sorry, I'm going to be honest. I don't like that liner. It makes me look crazy and it covered up half my look now. So we will do the lower lashes after. Now, let me get that lash, and then we are almost done, you guys. Very close to being done. Now, if I don't like this, how it came out, we will be redoing it tomorrow. Because I don't want to look crazy online. But we all have these days, don't we? Alright, I'm just putting the glue on. Just a light layer of glue. You don't need too much. I do put a little bit extra right in the inner corner and outer corner because sometimes as you guys know, my eyes tear. So I want to make sure that that has enough so it sticks all day long. You know what I mean? Even though it's nighttime, you want it to stick. It's driving me crazy how this is looking right now. It's driving me nuts, you guys. Driving me nuts. And I'm just going to blow on it. I'm impatient, so Let me know if you guys picked this up yet. What do you think? Are you enjoying it? Do you like, what's your favorite color in it? Yeah, that palette is beautiful. I cannot wait to see you guys if you get it in your looks. So let me grab my mirror here and stick this on really quick. Yeah, that liner's gonna bug me, guys. Well, we live and we learn, right? But we will definitely be doing another look with this palette because it's just that pretty. That pretty, and we'll do more in detail. But I had to show you in case you were thinking of grabbing it for yourself. And don't make fun of my eyeliner. I know it's terrible. That thing was awful. Maybe because I've had it for a while, it's just old, and that's why it was so hard to work with and thick now. Maybe it's not like that when you first get it, but I have had that for a while. I just haven't used it. So let me know if you guys have tried this and if you like it or not. I like the crayon part where you could use it on your waterline. I just don't like the liquid one. Okay, let me get this one on. The lashes are pretty nice. The band is a little heavy on them, which I didn't think so when I looked at them, but it is a little heavy. But alright, you guys, so this is it for today. I know the liner looks terrible, but besides the point, I think it came out still pretty. The eyeshadow itself is absolutely incredible. This palette is well worth it. Yes, it's a little more than others, but it is so worth it. The packaging is so pretty. The colors are different. You get cool tones, not just all warms. You get these really pretty shimmery galaxy shades that look so nice, and you get that really cool balm. I call it like a gloss balm, really. Very pretty. You got a nice size mirror, and I love that it clicks in place so it's not going to keep flying open. Comparing to this one, I do like them both. I haven't used this one and this one enough, but when I use them, maybe we'll use them together to make a look with that graphic liner. I think that would be a good idea. But let me know what you guys think. Did you like how the eyeshadow looks besides the liner? I know the liner sucks. Please don't judge. Things happen when you try out products. So this happened to me today. But yeah, I like the crayon part. I don't like the liquid liner. Yeah. But yeah. So if you guys are looking to buy this, I think it is really, really good so far. Like I said, barely any fallout. The pigment is there. As you guys can see, pigment's there, blendability's there. Everything is easy to work with, so even if you're a beginner, this would be really good to have and to play with. So, alright you guys, thank you guys for sticking around. I will put all the products in the descriptions below that we used in the 2 sets of videos. So, I hope you guys like this. I'm sorry about the liner again, but if you like beauty, if you like subscription boxes, if you like all that fun stuff, please like and subscribe. We'd love you to join our channel. And let me know if there's anything else you guys would like to see on the channel as well, certain products, certain brands. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, let me know what you think of the eyeshadow, how it came out, because I think it came out bomb. I love it. So, alright you guys, thank you again for being here. I appreciate you guys so, so much. I will see you very, very soon. Have a good night and stay safe out there.